Often, roadside incidents can serve as the most dramatic and shocking moments for passersby, leaving them at a serious loss for words. One such scenario played out in Taiwan when a boy's desperate pleas to keep his mother from leaving him and her response were caught on camera. It might sound baffling and perhaps a little unsettling, but not all parents and kids share healthy and heartwarming relationships. Since everyone's story and family dynamics differ, multiple factors may determine why that happens. While elders need to be treated with respect and humility, children, too, deserve to grow up in a conducive environment with loving and supportive parents. But what happens in cases where this isn't a possibility? To answer that question, let's take a look at today's story. In Jiudong Township, Taiwan, a stranger captured the distressing footage of a mother-child duo in an unusual back and forth on the road. It showed the woman trying to get in her car to drive away without her son, who she refused to take with her. Although the weather was clear when they arrived, rain began to pour afterward. In an attempt to go with his mother, the little boy climbed onto the vehicle's back. But instead of letting him inside, his mother stopped the car, stepped outside, and chased him away so she could journey alone. Determined to stop his mom as she set the car in motion, the kid jumped onto the car's boot again and begged for forgiveness. But his words had no effect, and all they garnered was another chase down the roadside and away from the vehicle. The poor boy uttered. The panicked boy repeatedly pleaded for forgiveness from his mom, but he was shooed away with an umbrella. Once out of sight, his mother opened the driver's side door and pressed the accelerator, only to step on the brakes when she saw her son clinging to the car's boot again. The video, with a duration of almost 3 minutes and most likely captured by an eyewitness, showed the heartbreaking moment in its entirety. Every time the sobbing boy tried to stop his mom and reason with her, hoping she would listen, she chased him away. The woman was seen swinging her umbrella at him a few times and even raced after him so he wouldn't interrupt her again. But no matter what she did, the poor boy tried everything he could to stop her from leaving without him. When the little boy refused to budge, his mom hurled her umbrella at him, which he managed to dodge. Seeing that he had disappeared into the clearing, the woman returned to her car, driving away again until she had to stop and step out for another round of threats. Abandoned, nervous, and scared, the child climbed onto the back of the slow-moving vehicle again, thinking that perhaps his pleas would be heard this time. Sadly, his cries for help and desperate attempts to convince his mother failed miserably, shattering his heart. You might be wondering why the woman treated her son mercilessly and created an unpleasant situation on the road. According to the local police investigating the incident, the woman brought her son and 2 other kids to Zhangjiang Park that day. Although the weather was clear when they arrived, rain began to pour afterward. Because she had to bring in their clothes for laundry, the woman told her kids they would be heading home. But her son didn't want to end his playtime so early and wanted to stay at the park. When he declined to return home, his mother threatened to leave him at the park all by himself to teach him a lesson. What ensued was an unpleasant, shocking, and heart-shattering incident that was filmed and shared online. The video concluded with the child clinging to the vehicle's back and his mom driving off slowly before the terrible cycle was repeated. The dramatic story was shared on social media in April 2018, where it amassed 10,000 reactions, over 3,000 shares, and thousands of comments from netizens. Many people criticized the mother's actions, writing, "That punishment outweighs the offense of the child. He was wailing, 'I am sorry, and I won't do so again.' What if the child had died out the climb on the boot of her car? She is too hard on the child, hence he behaves so badly." Another said, "The situation is way out of control, and she is the only adult in it, so she is responsible. There was a better way to deal with this. She needs parenting classes, and I hope she gets help so she can raise a productive member of society and avoid losing control such as this scene." Regardless of whatever the reasons the woman had, she could have chosen to school her son in a more appropriate and less brutal manner. No minor deserves a punishment so cruel, and we hope this story serves as a lesson for all elders and parents.